This is my 6th year of service to my district, and this is my March 15th letter. I want every California
In
voter
2008,
to know
during the
the
Great
impact
Recession,
this will have.
funding for public education was slashed. Service cuts and layoffs devastated school districts and colleges across the state. A year before the economic crisis, community college math instructor Marty Hittleman was elected CFT president. Under Hittleman's leadership, the CFT formed the Fight for California's Future task force, led by UTLA Vice President Josh Pestalt. To mobilize support for the fair taxes necessary to lift schools out of danger, CFT embarked on a 365-mile March for California's Future in the spring of 2010 from Bakersfield to Sacramento. The 48-day trek, joined by AFSCME, focused attention on 3 messages: the need to restore the promise of public education, a government that serves all Californians, and a fair tax system to fund California's future.
We have the money here in California. We just have to have a fair tax system which taxes the rich appropriately.
During the march, activists collected signatures for Prop 25, a ballot measure to replace the 2/3 vote needed to approve a state budget with a simple majority. The victory of Prop 25 ended the power of anti-tax legislators who had held the state budget hostage every year. When Pestalt was elected CFT president in 2011, the time was finally ripe for change. The national Occupy movement put economic inequality squarely in the public eye and set the stage for CFT's Millionaires' Tax movement. Supported by our community allies, California Calls, ACE, and Courage Campaign, the measure proposed higher tax rates for the wealthiest Californians. It immediately gained widespread public support. With the momentum of the millionaire's tax on our side, CFT pushed Governor Jerry Brown into merging his ballot measure with ours, ensuring a far more progressive tax measure.
So Proposition 30
After
is a
decades
unifying
of pundits
force.
saying it was impossible, voters approved Proposition 30, making California a national leader in progressive taxation. 4 years later, CFT helped pass Prop 55, which extended taxes on the rich for 12 years. But challenges remained. In 2012, billionaire conservative activists funded a lawsuit, Vergara versus California, to dismantle long-held rights of K-12 teachers won by unions decades earlier. Vigorously contested by CFT and CTA, the suit was blocked by the courts in 2016. Now CFT faced a new threat to higher education. The Accrediting Commission for Community and Junior Colleges attempted to shut down City College of San Francisco. CFT and AFT Local 2121 organized a multifaceted campaign. It took 5 long years, but we saved City College and forced reforms on a commission that had gone off the rails. Today, we have entered a new era. The election of Donald Trump to the White House has not only brought us an anti-public school Secretary of Education in Betsy DeVos, but also an administration hostile to our democratic principles and values. Trump's election has also resulted in the Supreme Court's decision in Janus versus AFSCME, that case which ended the ability of public sector unions to collect fair share fees. We are now faced with the basic question: are we ready to stand together for our students and our profession? CFT members have answered with a resounding yes. We have continued to organize, and in the 2018 elections, we have successfully fought against efforts to divide us. We defeated anti-union candidates for governor and the superintendent of public instruction. This year, cresting a wave of red state actions, UTLA's well-organized 6-day strike transformed the direction and narrative of public education in California, pushing back against charter school backers and calling for a structure of progressive taxation to fund the schools our students deserve. For 100 years, the CFT has used the tools of collective bargaining and political, legislative, and direct action. But our core has always been the members and leaders willing to step forward to fight for our students, our profession, and our communities. Our solidarity remains our greatest strength.